Okay, I just repaired my older CSMD simulator. The lathe had gone bad on it. We've had some batteries that gone bad, but some of them just had lathe. And I had it taped up here, lathe no good. And I know some other instructors had a problem with that, but I was able to do it. And I'm going to have to simulate it with, I have 3 more of these have gone bad on the lathe side. It was kind of hard to find the data because I stumbled into it. And even if I typed in CSMD and all that kind of stuff, the only way I found it is I had to go page to page, and I found this one, main dual boot simulator, right here. And there are 2 different ones on the older one. And if you press and hold program con when you do the power up, it's either going to be red letters or green letters. If they're red letters, this is the correct procedure. If they're green, just press this one. They're pretty similar procedures. You got to download this file and you have to extract it, and you got to put it in. Let me pull the file up. This is the extracted file. This is the older one and this is the newer one. This is the red letters and the green letters. So you're gonna end up with these files here, but you gotta have this in the root. You can't have it in that subfolder. You gotta take it out of the subfolder. It's gonna be able to see these. But I think in my case, this is like loading all the files. And so that's your files right there. But you're gonna power up just like it says here. Power up while you're holding the program con button again to get the red letters. And then you gotta type in those letters there with the space. Press enter and wait. Don't stop pressing buttons. It took me a couple of times. It's going to do memory test pass. It's going to literally say that line 3 times. Then hit reset. I pressed some buttons in between, and when I hit reset, it wouldn't do it. So I had to go start over again, and then it worked. Then you got to press in FC, enter, flash clear, and then these here. Insert USB in the simulators. And type in literally that number, press enter, and then UF, press enter. And it's going to say load complete. And as the load screen starts, press left to select mill. And then it'll say begin searching for software in the USB. I did notice it was loading up. It was loading files from the hard drive. So it made me think about that because the mill was coming in good. The lathe was not. But when I did this, I actually ended up with this screen. This is the screen I used to get on the lathe side. Now, this only gives you 15 seconds, so you have to keep on pressing some button on there to keep this active. You're going to have to reboot. But it says right there, in the alarms page, type in debug. So if you got this page active, you're going to type down here, debug, hit enter, and it's going to appear like it's doing nothing. And then you want to type in, right there it says, type in like VF2, and then press enter. And then the simulator will restart, and this should go away, which I did that. And then I powered back up with lathe, and I got this screen again. So I just followed that procedure again, only I typed in ST20, and the lathe came back. So lathe came back. And that was it. So I'm going to go in tomorrow to school and take one of the bad ones. I'm just going to go immediately to the debug and see if that fixes it. If not, I got my USB and I'll do this whole procedure. So it's the dual boot simulator recovery. I tried to look it up this way. You could not find it. You had to go page to page here. And right with this one. And this is which one is this? This is M1718. Oh, I guess this is the newer one. And this must be the older one, which would be the green letters. And they're just different files. I think the procedure is exactly the same. Yeah, you got green letters up here, green letters. Procedure looks exactly the same. So, the cold fire, whatever the heck they call it. Cold Fire 2, dual boot simulator, because this is the only one that can power up in either or. So we had the ones with the red letters. So it says right here, red letters. But the only way you got to find this software, you got to type this in or go page to page in the how-to procedures. So if I'm in here, I had to go through every page, and finally I stumbled into that. Okay, see ya.